in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short of 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week. 19 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense, he will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start right out of them.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. touchdown wants to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Daquan Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Loose inside the 30. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 57 yards. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Colts offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession.
And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Throwing Jones. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Now he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll drop this down to Taylor. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll
They'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start with the option.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A short throw to Ingram.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Now it's Nix.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Second and a couple. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what bring you.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Colts 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. just one man. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Colts, first down. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
40-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught right side by Taylor. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Seahawks in a rematch of Super Bowl 40. And it's a man who made the move across state this past offseason, Kenneth Gainwell. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Steelers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Patriots get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it too. They get the road victory. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Joshua Palmer. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 58 yards for the score. The Bills get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
across midfield and into neutral territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They run once more with Taylor. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 12.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
9-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good for a Colts. First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring it down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First down.
Again, it's Taylor. A beautiful fake. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That complete to Downs. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
A 39-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Powers through. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, DJ Gibbons. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Looking to put a drive together.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. From the 33, here's a second down and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And they'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. One score down. Here we go.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Looking to throw. Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, shot, go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Tyler Warren with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jones throwing for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw is Nix.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Broncos.
Back to the air with Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Daniel Jones and the Colts down 31-27. A minute 17 remains. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll get this one to Pittman.
13 yards on the play. And the Colts, 1st down.
Here's Jones. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Jones.
And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Indianapolis, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.